So I read this out on our podcast, and the podcast is going to be out at 10:40. But I want to read it out again because we often talk about the mistreatment of Federico Chiesa from the manager, and we all ask why. I am now in no doubt that Arne doesn't want him. No doubt. Here's why. This was him before the game today, speaking about Chiesa. Now, the tone of this to me almost sounds like he's disappointed. So, he said, if he didn't do as well as he did against Southampton, we probably wouldn't look at him as if he gets more game time. But he did so well that it normally leads to a bit more game time if you can keep producing in training sessions and in the moments we bring him in. That to me sounds so negative. If he didn't do well in that one chance I gave him to start, that would have been it. He wouldn't have been getting more. But he did do well, so that normally leads to more game time. What he should be saying is, Federico has been brilliant. It's a breath of fresh air. It's like having an extra player. Now I know I can lean on him. Now I know I can trust him. Now we have more options. That's what I want to hear. For a player that's been a model pro, that's worked his ass off, that has taken any little opportunity that he's been given, it just feels like Arne doesn't want him here. And right now, we need him. Am I wrong? Like, we always felt like, why isn't Chiesa getting more game time? We went through the whole of last year. And it was fitness, not fit, not fit. Well, now that's not the excuse. So now we've got a Mohamed Salah who is not doing what he's supposed to do. A Chiesa who's chomping at the bit and producing, and yet we're still not seeing him get the chances that he should be getting. I don't want favouritism. I want players being played on form. Form is important. Because there's no point in having competition if there isn't actual competition. And winners and losers. And people who deserve to start versus people who are starting off reputation. You know, if you want to keep that dressing room happy and content, they need to know that if they take their chances, if they produce when they're asked, that they'll get more. That they get the shirt. Canade needs to be reminded of the standards at Liverpool. And Joe Gomez mightn't be any better, but 50% of the league games Canade's played this year, he's been horrendous. I don't mean poor, I mean horrendous. The other three, fair enough. But today, that was Dejan Lovren at Wembley against Spurs levels appalling from Canade. And that's not good enough. Not when your fucking head's not in the club. Not when you're not signing a contract. Not good enough. Just simply not good enough. And I don't care if he's on social media doing the usual, calling out people who dare criticise him, praising people who praise him. Just shut up and play. Or tell us you don't want to be here so we can go about bringing somebody in who does. Because that performance today was absolutely diabolically shit. I think this team will look better in a 4-4-2 with both Isak and Ekitike up front, Chiesa left wing and Wirtz as the super late sub till he settled. Yeah, ironically, that really was a game today that you felt like Ekitike could have given us something different in. And I'm intrigued to see going forward, Itachi, which way the manager does look to utilise Ekitike and Isak, whether we get both or one or... Yeah. Because the most concerning thing for the manager has to be the levels of performance. You know, because it can be the results, because we've been near perfect in that regard. This is the first loss, or any way not winning this season. So, to many, that may sound like we're overreacting here as fans. But, as we said at the very start of the stream, we've been getting away with it. And we knew it deep down. We were hoping it continued until we found rhythm. But, you know, today we got what we probably deserved.